Okay guys, I'm here today for Andrew Wiltse. Huge honor for me. Guys, Andrew, you just came back from your third victory on who's number one, right, Andrew? You got a submission against Gabriel, right? Gabriel Almeida,
yeah.
Yeah, and here neck choke, right?
Yeah, I got in his back. And I keep doing that, so.
Good. Yeah, so guys, Andrew is the one that everybody's talking about recently. Like, he's one of the biggest breakthroughs in Jiu-Jitsu. He's winning everything. He's new on black belt. He won the world as a no-gi brown belt in medium heavy, right, Andrew? And today he's gonna show us here all the concepts that he used to pass the spider guard. And I think spider guard is something really hard to play against you, right? Because you have such great concepts and speed to break the spider guard.
A lot of my passing mentality is about guard prevention. Like, I don't really let people even play guards on me, especially in the gi. But spider guard was one of the ones. It's actually my favorite guard to play in the gi, believe it or not. Even though I'm fucking 5'8", maybe. So I have little legs, but I like spider guard. So when I was a blue belt, like, you know how techniques and stuff kind of are cyclical on Jiu-Jitsu, where like some things are really popular right now. When I was a blue belt, everyone played spider guard and lasso almost exclusively, and then I was a purple belt, everyone played De La Hiva. You know, so it's like spider guard was one of the first guards I really dove into, just completely annihilating, because that's all anyone wanted to do to me for a while. So
yeah, and I always watch you competing, and it feels almost like any type of guard that tries playing against you, you are always one step ahead. Like by the time they're trying to set up their guard, you have already set up your next passing and your next passing, your next passing.
Yeah, we buzzsaw through people.
Don't
give them a chance to ever catch up, essentially. But today we'll talk about what to do when we kind of screw that up, when I do let my opponent get me in spider guard.
And set up the spider guard. Yeah, let's see. I'm excited for it.
So he's already got me in spider guard, okay? We'll talk about one specific concept, okay, that helped me a lot, because a lot of people know how to like clear the hooks and get one of these off, or maybe even like clear this to the point where they get some kind of Toriano motion going and they start to come down. And then getting down off of some kind of spider guard is very difficult, because you have my sleeve grip, okay? And if I'm passing towards this side, it's very easy for you to stiff arm me, okay? And you can do the Marcelo. You can just scooch backwards, sit up, and people don't know how to go from point A to the finished pass of point B, okay? So again, I got this specific, we call it the pile driver. Okay, I learned
pile driver. That's a good name.
I'll do it a little gently, but I learned this when I was a blue belt, and it really helped me out. So the idea is, anytime I clear one of your one of your attachments, right now, like you have you technically have 3 points of attachment, but this sleeve grip isn't doing anything for you if it's not reinforcing your leg grip somewhere. Okay, so like anytime in spider guard, I get to where you have just this one attachment. So we do a lot of stuff to get this off. This is at the time I should be thinking about throwing your attachment. Okay, and it doesn't always have to be to a full pass. Just doing something like that is going to help me out a lot, okay, in terms of getting a full pass. But the idea is specifically for this one, all right, so I'm going to throw this to the side, okay, like I'm going to fully like clear this. And now instead of standing up and trying to pressure my way down, as soon as I start coming down and I start to feel like you want to stiff arm me, I'm going to let go of your leg, okay, and I'm going to take my hand and I'm just going to put it down on the mat over here, okay? And this prevents all of the Marcelo Garcia sit up and scooch out, okay? So like if I did get off to the side here and I'm trying to come down and you start to stiff arm me already, okay? Like, go ahead, just like, don't let me pass you, like, just get up.
Okay.
Like, you're gonna get away from me.
Okay.
Because you'll be able to sit up. Now, go ahead, start sitting up again.
I love it. I love it.
Most people don't ever let go of a sleeve grip when they have it. It's like when, you know, like you touch an electric fence and you're just kind of stuck holding onto it. So when people hold on, I can move your arm around. Your own grip.
So you were expecting that they would try to sit up, control your sleeve, and then you almost focus on their chest instead, right?
That's the pile driver part. Okay, so when I do this, okay, we'll just focus on this for a second. Like as soon as I clear this, a lot of times I will clear that grip in the same motion. The same throwing motion will be me ripping my grip out of that other side. And now I'm going to come back down, and I'm going to actually shoulder check you in the chest.
Yep.
In tournaments, I do this extremely hard. I wouldn't do it to you that hard, but against everyone else. Okay. So I come down. I'm just looking to put this hand just on the mat somewhere.
Yep.
So I just kind of catch myself with this, and this comes down and
Man, that's
fully
awesome.
shoulder checks you.
That's amazing.
And then this hand placement over here, I want it to be somewhere along your ribs. It doesn't have to be a good underhook,
Yep.
but I don't want to accidentally have you underhook me
Yep.
as I come down, because then it's going to be hard for me to prevent you from popping me up.
Good.
And I could try to like pressure back in, but it's not going to be as successful.
So it would be better to get the underhook.
Yeah. So like once I throw,
Man, that's awesome. I love it. No, I love it.
and then a lot of
very,
my,
very well fought and very impressive.
well, I didn't make this up. I learned this early, and I do it a lot.
I got it.
So a lot of like spider guard involves getting one of these hooks off and getting off to the side. But the idea is, so that just this concept itself is anytime I can clear one of these hooks, I can start to throw.
Man,
The
that's
other one,
awesome.
I can start to come down. And now, like I said, if you let go of my sleeve while I'm coming down, that's fantastic. Because then I can just start digging underhooks.
And
I
get
club
the
your
other
head,
underhook.
I
I
can
got it.
control your hip. But if you hold on, I can put your shoulder flat.
Yep.
Okay, so sit up just a little bit. Watch how this just starts to put you flat again.
And
by
seems
your own.
like a pilot driver, right?
Yeah, you hit him pretty hard.
I got it.
And then at this point, once I'm all the way down and I'm pretty stable, I can always break this off.
And
Come
then
back
go
and
to
cover.
the Dragon Cycle try. No, and one thing that I love is that you're such a big fan of Marcelo,
Yeah.
but now you're kind of like trying to break down the techniques of your idol and figuring out counter attacks. So that's really amazing. Like, because as you said, that's one of the, I train a lot with Marcelo, and that's probably the main way that he recovered guard. It's like sitting up.
Mhm.
And you're trying to reverse engineering his game, creating counter attacks. That's very cool.
It's just like sleeve guards are so common.
Yeah.
And that's the reason they're hard to pass, is because that sleeve control lets you stiff arm my shoulder.
Got it.
Okay.
Got
So
it.
another cool thing you can do, let's say my timing is off and I am
Yep.
coming down, but I waited too long to try to open this up. Okay, so just put some pressure here. Yeah, like that stiff arm, like I can't go from here to there anymore because I
Yep.
can't get past this. So instead, now you circle under and around.
Got it.
You see how I'm just kind of using the hinge of your shoulder and I'm staying on the outside.
And then you walk
so
around.
I'm not fighting your strength anymore. I'm not
Got it.
trying to come into this.
You go around it. Man, that's
I'm
awesome.
coming back down there.
That's awesome. Oh, really, really well fought. Like, and very impressive. And yeah, so I mean, like, so you break the spider guard kind of as everybody does.
I've
But
got
this-
some other tricks, but
Okay, yeah, no, I expect that in the course. But what I'm saying is, like, in this situation that you demonstrate, the key is how to establish once you broke the spider guard, right?
yeah, it's like everyone knows how to clear the hooks a little bit.
I got it.
Okay, but then they get stuck in that
Oh, yeah.
position. So
No, and I truly believe that you have a ton of tricks because, as I said, every time I see you competing, you're always one step ahead. Like when they try to set up something, you already have your counter, you already have your passing, and I expect the same in the spider guard.
I have a lot of free time.
And then what do you do, Andrew? You spend a lot of time like studying, like watching what
Yeah.
people do and
I-
developing like.
I spend more time studying film, like live rolling footage or tournament footage, than I do watching instructionals.
Got it.
I think instructionals are great for a lot of concepts because some people just aren't able to break down live footage.
Got
You
it.
know what I mean? Like I've grappled basically my entire life, so I'm particularly good at watching someone do a live roll, seeing them do something, and be like, okay, that was weird. What was that? And then
Okay.
I'll grab Bird, and be
Okay.
like, let me try this on you, and we'll go through and watch every match that dude did for like the last 2 years
Okay.
to see other times he did it.
But I also think that you are searching in one extraordinary level nowadays that you don't need the concepts that much anymore. So your thing is to watch the
I still
competition
learn- I
and
still
catch
learn a
the
lot.
timing.
Like your knowledge doesn't. You don't stop learning when you get to black belt. That's when you have to really learn more because now you're going against guys that don't leave openings and
Yeah.
don't really make mistakes unless you force them to make mistakes. So the technique has to get even crisper. You
Yeah.
know, I learn stuff all the time still. Like,
Yeah, man, that's awesome. Yeah, so guys, Andrew just shot an entire instructional all about spider guard passing, and super excited to watch it. I haven't watched it yet, but it's gonna come out soon at bjjfanatics.com. And thanks so much, Andrew. Please help me out to grow my YouTube channel. Just click subscribe. And to watch more videos, just click under see more videos. I hope you enjoyed.
BJJFanatics.com. Use the promo code YouTubeFaria to get 10% off any instructional video. Improve your jiu-jitsu faster.